I am Antonio Carluccio. Welcome to my kitchen. I show you how to make the real carbonara. Most of the people, they get it wrong, and I will show you why. Now, this is boiling water to which we add, in the ratio of 10 grams per liter of water, salt. It has to be like this. And immediately then we put in, has to be boiling, a pasta. In this case is sort of spaghettoni, the biggest size of spaghetti. While this is cooking, it takes good 10 minutes, and no oil, please. No oil, because you don't need it. You just need to stir a little bit when it's in it, and that's it. Now, for the original carbonara, you need the guanciale, which is the cheek, the pork cheek. And the Romans, they're very special in that because they do it, they cure it like ham or like pancetta, and it's very tender, very tasty and tender. Now, you have to cut it in chunks. You can use naturally also pancetta, the normal pancetta, which is this one here. But I like the guanciale when I have it, obviously. And this is the recipe for 2 people, big chunks. The Romans, they are mad for this pasta. If there is a Roman pasta, it is this one here. This is quite a lot for 2 people, let's see. And the only thing you have to do now to make the sauce is to take good olive oil, put it in the pan, there you are. Put the guanciale into that, and this is the beginning of the sauce, and mostly also the end of it, because the rest is coming here into that bowl. And now you take some good eggs, and for 2 people you take 2 eggs. Oh, lovely color, look at this. To be a little bit naughty, I take just the yolk, and we beat it. To this, you don't add any cream, absolutely forbidden. So this is the beginning of the sauce. So we put a bit of Parmesan. In Roma, they use also pecorino cheese, which is a cheese to be grated. There are fresh pecorino and aged pecorino. But it's lovely to have a little bit of this. Abundant pepper. And another stir. And this is the sauce. I wouldn't put any salt here because the bacon here, it's quite salty, it's preserved. We reduce it a little bit because I'm going to see what the pasta does. I can see it is still stiff. So I put it back again another 3 or 4 minutes. Now, here's the bacon that has produced also quite a lot of fat. Should you be not wanting the fat, I show you a little trick. Here we are. And do this. You absorb a little bit of the fat and you take it off like this. Very simple. So the pasta seems to be doing well here. The taste now should be enough. I switched off the guanciale because it's too hot, and this is exactly what I don't want to be too hot. So now I take the pasta and I put it into the, yes, there. And you flavor it like this. You let it cool down in doing this, and it shouldn't be too hot because what is going to happen now should be the temperature enough to coat the egg around the pasta. And now it comes the pièce de résistance, the actual sauce. There you are. And now we stir it like this. You see, usually by that stage, the heat is so much in the wrong cooking that the eggs become scrambled eggs. Not too scrambled. And this is the carbonara. And now the last touch, which is the embellishment, Parmesan or pecorino, depending what you like. And in my opinion, also a nice touch of pepper. This is decoration for me. And this is the real carbonara, the only one. And it's exactly how should it be, creamy, without adding cream, because this is the usual thing. Like this is just fantastic. cameraman, everybody, you should taste it. It's just wonderful.
So we're going to do a traditional carbonara, done the right way, but we're going to hack the recipe and we're going to put in some wonderful British asparagus and a little squeeze of lemon juice, and oh my lord, it's really, really good. So we're using spaghetti. Some people put cream in their carbonara. I want to show you the true Roman way to do it, and it involves, it's very easy, very quick, but it involves a little diligence. So look, here we have the pancetta. Look at that, incredible pork, affumicata, smoked. So what we want to do is have big chunks of pancetta like this. This goes into a pan and we start to fry this. We want to render out that fat. We've put no oil in that pan at all. We're going to whisk up some egg. We're going to put some Parmesan. In Rome, maybe they have pecorino.
Pecorino.
Probably pecorino.
Both.
Or both, which is nice. But if you go into the supermarket now, you can get pecorino or Parmesan. And then we'll put this to the side. There's a little tweak because this is not the classic one. We're going to use our asparagus. I'm going to take 3 little sprues like this. I'm going to cut the asparagus almost the same size as the pancetta. And we taste this amazing carbonara in Rome and we think, oh, it's lovely and creamy. So when we go home and make it, we get it nearly right, but we throw a load of cream in it. This is not the real carbonara, okay? It's actually just eggs, cooking water, and a little Parmesan or pecorino, or both. So that requires a little skill. So in the pan here, have a look at this. As we start to fry the pancetta, then we can go in with the asparagus in all that lovely smoky fat. Then we want to be overly generous with black pepper. Look how generous I'm being, right? And you want to almost achieve heat, like peppery heat, through the pepper. So Andrea, my friend here, he is a proper Italian. Yes. I'm just from Essex. Carbonara, carbone means charcoal, right?
Charcoal, exactly.
So we're not sure if this dish was like a working class dish for like the miners. Some people say that, or some people say that they used so much black pepper that it looked a little bit like charcoal.
Grayish.
There's lots of different stories.
Yeah.
So look, that's lovely. The pasta goes in, beautiful spaghetti, homemade every single day. That only takes a minute and a half to cook. Look at this now, all right? Golden pancetta. Look at the fat dancing and all that pepper. And then the fragrance and the lightness of the asparagus. Now, here is the absolutely imperative moment with a real carbonara. That pan is screaming hot. Those eggs will scramble. We don't want that. So we take the pasta out and we steal some water. See this water? And then we put the pasta in, and the water breaks the cooking and the frying, and it takes away the aggressive heat. We toss the pasta in that beautiful, beautiful fat, and then when the pan has calmed, then we think about putting the egg in. So you have to be patient, you can't rush it. So we'll get our lovely plate. This is why people use cream. They use cream to cheat. If you let the pan calm down, then you can put in the egg and you should get a natural cream, a natural shine. Can you see the change of colour? And then you start to add a little Parmesan, and that is what you want. Look at it. That's the consistency we want. So you don't need to add cream. You make your own with the starchy cooking water and the natural fat from that beautiful smoked bacon. And then just a little squeeze of lemon juice. Summertime, comfort food. Really, really good. And then as it goes away, a nice little long grating of Parmesan. Look at the colours, guys. And there you go, lovely people. A beautiful pasta. Carbonara with British asparagus. But that, my friends, is a peach of a dish. Come on. We're gonna make carbonara, but not a normal carbonara. Oh no, we're gonna make cake. Let's do it. I've got a pan of water here. I'm gonna boil 300 grams of pasta in here, like that. We just cook it according to packet instructions. Of course, if you want to use any pasta you like, it's still delicious. I'm using spaghetti just because I like the way it kind of sprawls around, and of course the whole family loves spaghetti. While it cooks, Pour a little olive oil into a 20cm loose bottom cake tin and then grate in 10 grams of Parmesan. As a kind of guarantee of crispiness and goldenness, I'm just going to grate the Parmesan into our mould here, and then I'll move it around like that. Next, we need 250 grams of ham. I'm taking it off the bone, but you can use any kind of cooked ham you like. What I'm going to do, just to kind of mimic the spaghetti, I'm going to cut it into little threads like this. You can tear it up if you want. There's no right or wrong way to do it. For the sauce, go in with 3 large eggs, 250 millilitres of double cream, and 90 grams of hard cheese. For me, a killer combo is 50-50 Parmesan and cheddar. And really importantly, for that beautiful carbonara hit, is plenty of black pepper. So 2 big pinches of that. I'm going to add a lovely hit of rosemary to the mix. And to help you out, dip it in boiling water to release that gorgeous fragrance. Always quite a nice thing to do with woody herbs, because all the essential oils are kind of cold, like butter in a fridge. Just dip it in some hot water and you get the most incredible smell coming out. Rip up 3 sprigs and sprinkle them around. Just mix in the drained and cooled spaghetti and coat with the lovely rich creamy sauce. Simple. And then what I like to do is just pull it around a bit, make a few bits of pasta, go up at the edge, and that's it. Lovely people, that's it. Bake this beauty for 35 minutes at 180 degrees Celsius or 350 degrees Fahrenheit until it goes gorgeously golden and crispy. Right, time for the carbonara cake. Come on. Have a look at that, guys. Absolutely beautiful. Sizzling away. Allow it to cool for a couple of minutes to firm up before you release it from its tin. So you ready for it? So there you go, guys. Welcome to the wonderful world of carbonara cake. Golden and crispy on the outside, with a creamy, gooey centre, served with a crispy, zingy salad and an ice-cold beer. Delicious. Let's get in there. Let's have a little try. Let's destroy this beautiful thing. Oh yeah.
Hello lovely people of YouTube. Today I'm going to show you how to make the perfect, the original carbonara. The world loves carbonara. It's so simple, so good, so tasty. First of all, you need the water really boiling. Let's put some pasta inside. Spaghetti, perfect. Straight in, hold with your hands, and make sure with your hands slowly. By the way, this is for about 4 people. Cover. And don't touch until the water starts to bubbly again. Right, while this one come up to boiling, I got a nice pancetta here. So let's cut this pancetta. Let me show you what it look like. Look at that beauty. Look at this beauty. And then start to slice it. The slice, you need about 1/4 inch of thick. Do you know what? Sometimes you say, but you know, I can't find pancetta. You can use a bacon. Again, you put them together and you cut it to a little square. Look how simple it is. Just cut them into a little square. A small little square. That's what you need. Look at that. Look at this beauty. Look at this. This is what we give a flavor. Oh. You need 3 yolk and 1 whole egg. 1, 4. Now you need a good grated of a Parmesan inside. It's good. It's about a couple of tablespoons of a Parmesan. Tastico. Little pinch of pepper. Little pinch of salt. And you can see when I say little pinch of salt, it is a little pinch of salt because the pancetta is already salted. So first of all, let's beat it. All the egg. Make sure you beat them properly. This is done. Let's put this on the side. Now, this is where it comes to best. I'm gonna put inside a mix of butter and olive oil. Just about 1 tablespoon. Nice, large tablespoon. Look at that silky moving. Let it melt nicely. You need 2 cloves of garlic, which I crush it just a little bit. Just to give it a little bit of punchiness, because we're going to remove those cloves of garlic just to coat it nicely. That's good. Fantastic. Straight inside. Oh my goodness me. So simple, it's incredible simple to make it. Just a little bit. You don't want to overcook, you don't want to crispen up. Yeah, but in the same time, just a little bit of colours. At this stage, look, the garlic is done. You can see, lovely. I've got bestest fingers, and look how smooth it is. Look at that, come inside here, you should look at that, look at that. You can see the combination of the butter and the olive oil. Look at that, it's inside. You can really smell it. Now, it is very easy. Okay, get a pasta. Oh yeah, just put them inside. Incredible. I need to put a little bit of a pasta water inside. Oh my goodness me, look at this. Fantastic. All the flavor in the world is only inside here. Now, this is the way to do it. Remove up the gas, finish up with your egg, and put them all in. Oh yes. Make sure all gonna get in. Fantastic. Okay, now you stir it, look at that. And look how cream, come have a look. Come have a look how creamy it's going. Don't do this on the gas because you will scramble. Now, just a little bit more of a pasta water. Yes, just a little touch of more pasta water. Keep stirring it. Look at that, come have a look this creamy. Come have a look this creamy. As is unbelievable. Get everything inside. And now, the best is come along. Now, little touch, the infusion of a butter and olive oil. Just be abundant, put them in. We all silken it. Stir them in. Come on. No double cream, because all the pasta water, the starch of the pasta inside are creaming up. Look at that. Why you want to put a cream inside? Can I say, can I? Why am I cooking so good? Why? Oh my goodness, this is incredible. Now I need a nice little plate. And from here, goes straight to here. Yes. Again, black pepper. Make sure there's abundant pepper. This is what you make. And this is the perfect spaghetti carbonara. Arrivederci!
This cheeky mushroom carbonara is my one-pan spin on the classic. It's super quick and perfectly simplified, so the pasta cooks in a delicious rosemary parmesan and crispy bacon sauce. So let's do this. I'm gonna put a pan on a medium-high heat. Get yourself a knife, and we'll start with the bacon. So, smoky bacon, 2 slices. It gives you that smokiness, that savouriness, and we'll finely slice it, and we want a little oil in a pan like this. Let's get a sizzle on. What I'm gonna do also is pop my kettle on, so get some boiling water happening. Now, the Italians will not be happy about this because it's not classic, but that's okay, because it's full of love and it's full of soul, and that's what they appreciate. We want to get this nice and lightly golden. In the meantime, I'm going to pick some rosemary Rosemary is definitely not in the classic recipe, but I like it. And it's got that lovely, savoury flavour that's amazing. Rub it between your thumb and forefinger and bring out all those lovely essential oils. Mushrooms. I'm using bog standard button mushrooms, cheap as old chips. So slice up your mushrooms. Can you see how lovely that bacon's getting? Dark and golden. The rosemary has gone crispy. First key thing for the flavour of carbonara, a big pinch of black pepper. When the bacon's golden, we go in with the mushrooms. So imagine that, the mushrooms cooking in the smoky bacon and rosemary black pepper fat. Absolutely gorgeous. So look, one of the linchpins of this recipe is fresh lasagna sheets. The fresh lasagna gives you the ability to cut it into any shape. So I'm going to cut about 125 grams into half-centimetre slices. The genius is that it cooks in about 3 minutes, no time at all. Now, when I came up with this technique, right, it's not because I don't respect the classic. Of course I do, and I do the classic stuff. But when you're short of time, and you want delicious food, and you don't want loads of washing up, right? You need solutions. Here is the solution. We go in with the fresh lasagna sheets, but then go in with your kettle water. Just enough to cover it, about 250, 300 mils. So as that cooks away, in a little bowl, I'm gonna go in with 1 egg. Now again, classically, they would use just egg yolks, which is richer and silkier, but I don't want to waste the egg whites, okay? So we're being clever about waste, and it's much quicker. We're then going to take some Parmesan. We're going to go in with a little handful and give it a little whisk. The egg will thicken this pasta sauce. So let's have a look in the pan. Look, beautiful, elegant, light, gorgeous pasta. That's already amazing. Now, give it 30 seconds off the heat, and then we're going to go in with the egg and the Parmesan. And then we need to start just agitating the pan like this. You can use the spoon to do this. Keep it moving, off the heat. You don't want it on the heat because then it will scramble. If you look here, what we have now is silky, indulgent, elegant. Look at that. That oozy sauce in no time at all. Come on. Just beautiful. Mushroom carbonara in 1 pan, and it happens with 6 ingredients in about 6 minutes. And that's it. Finish with a little Parmesan. Delicious. Smoky, hot, creamy, cheesy. Joy.